What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive-In, your proper gaming talk show. We're your hosts, Sandsology and JayDubbs.
Actually, it is now Gimme the Fupa.
As much as he wants it to be that, it's not that.
I'm just way too stoned to do the whole body language of the intro. But it is I, Gimme the Fupa. Nice to meet you. Hello.
Welcome back, guys.
We're back after a 2-week break.
After a week break. It's a week. We just missed a week. It wasn't 2 weeks. It will be 2 weeks in a little bit, but it was just a week. Calm down.
Well, you know, when I don't see you, it feels like forever.
Well, that's fair. I missed you too, buddy. But yes, we are back after a week hiatus. I was sick last week. I am sorry, guys. Technically, I'm still sick. I'm still a little nasally and my throat's weird, but I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than I did last week. So we are back to talk about a little bit catch up from the last 2 weeks because, you know, we missed the, you know, Microsoft leaks, which is kind of old news by now, but, you know, we're just going to go through it.
I will say it every fucking video. Every time this guy takes a break.
Shit
this
happens.
is the third time in the last 2 months where we had to take a break and things popped off. This is not... I'm telling you, folks, we cannot make this shit up.
Yeah.
You are a good luck charm for news. So
apparently.
Fucking up.
Apparently. No. Only when I take off, though. So I have to, like, say that we're not going to do a video this week, and then we'll get some killer news, and they're like, never mind, we are. But no, so we're going to be talking about the massive Xbox leaks along with Sony getting hacked because, you know, that happened too. And
again,
yeah, we got to talk about that. We're going to start with Sony because we don't know much. Right now, everything is just claims. Freak out a little bit. I mean, Jules and I went on to our Sony accounts, our PlayStation accounts, and changed all our passwords, our email addresses, removed our payment information, and just made sure that nothing tied us back to any other accounts that were linked to other shit that they can just flow through, because that sucks.
Well, no, I kept my payment information on there, but it's expired payment information on there. Motherfuckers, eat my dick. You ain't getting shit.
I mean... Okay, that's fair. I'll take that. No, I just removed everything. I was like, I'm not even going to risk it because this happened back in 2011 and again in 2014. So now 2014 wasn't as big as 2011. 2011 or was it 2008? Well, it was one of the two that was like huge. It was like the PlayStation 3 era. It got hacked. So many people's information got leaked. Credit card informations got leaked and people were getting charged. Yeah. There was that whole thing. It sucked. Luckily, I didn't get hit in that. I was able to skim out on both hacks. I haven't gotten, like, my shit never really got leaked, really. So, thank God for that. Now, this time, I'm just taking precautions anyways because who the hell knows?
So the only reason why I didn't get hacked is because back then my mom was such a cheap bastard. She did not give us Wi-Fi. So unfortunately, I could not play internet games on the console of the generation until my mom actually got smart and got Wi-Fi on my last year in college. After all this shit happened. No, it was last year in high school. Sorry, I'm not that old.
I was going to say college.
No, after my last year in high school, after all that happened, which is great because at that time Destiny had just came out like within like that next year.
Yeah,
so I was using my first. Oh my god, my first year of online gaming was cool, but I also realized how cruel it was. But that's a for another time.
That'll happen.
But I pretty much missed it just because my mom was a cheap bitch, and I thank you for that, Mom. Keep being a cheap bitch.
God damn, man. God. Put some respect on your moms. Like, god damn. But, yeah, that's not great. But, you know, it is what it is. I had online gaming for a while. We got Wi-Fi just because our school started sending us home with, like, stuff to do online. So we got Wi-Fi early. But I still skimmed out on...
Spoiled white child.
I still skimmed out on the hacks. So that's a plus. I don't know what's going to happen this time. We literally, like, we don't even know if this is legit. It was just claims at this point. They just said, hey, we have all your info. We have like 6,000 files of information. And since you don't want to pay us, we're just going to sell it to the highest bidder on the 28th, which is, we're recording this on Wednesday, so that would be Thursday. This video is going on Friday. So it was yesterday. So I'm sure something happened, maybe, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. But I don't know, just in case, hopefully you guys took some of your info off of Sony shit. It was, now I want to preface this saying that the original site that got hacked was Sony Pictures, not Sony, PlayStation Sony. So, but they did say that they had access to all the Sony stuff. So, fuck, who knows, dude? Who knows at this point? Just be safe out there, guys. Hopefully you were safe enough and did not get hit by this hack. If you did, dispute any, weird claims that you got. Change your passwords. Just be smart about it. Cool.
You saved the juiciest part of this video first.
Not really, no, because we don't have a whole lot of info on it. So the juiciest part of this was the Microsoft leaks, because we have a lot of info on the Microsoft leaks. There's a lot, like so much got leaked, and this is kind of meaty. This is kind of meaty.
Let me tell you a secret. The internet doesn't know that we don't know unless we tell them that we don't know. You could have saved that for the end. Just like Action News. You realize they say the juiciest stories for the end, and then it's not even a good fucking story. They just tease you with it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, I'm not about that, all right? Everybody knows. This was big news, all right? And the same story is literally everywhere. We obviously don't have any extra information. No shit. You're here to watch two random gamer dudes tell our opinions about this shit. Not for breaking news. We don't got the news.
Well, you asked me to bust your balls since KJ's not here, so this is what you get. Fuck off.
Fair. But no, anyway, there was a lot of leaks for Microsoft. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff got revealed. A lot of insider opinions and shit. So we're just gonna dive into this and just talk about.
Let me just say, my man Phil Spencer, without any kind of dick riding, is a whole G. I love this.
He kind of is. He kind of is. But he's also kind of an idiot. All right. Purely because, for a couple comments, the biggest thing I thought was like the biggest ball drop by Microsoft and Spencer was that they didn't think, apparently this is in an email that was leaked, but apparently Microsoft and Phil Spencer didn't think Baldur's Gate 3 was going to be, a big thing. They didn't think it was going to do anything. They just thought it was going to be they literally said a second run Stadia PC RPG about Baldur's Gate 3. All right,
motherfucker. A lot of people didn't think it was going to do numbers. What's your point, bro? That's not a stupid thing to say.
It is a stupid thing because
everybody said it was a niche thing before Baldur's Gate 3, which means it is not.
It was a niche. It was a niche thing. It was a niche. Baldur's Gate 2 was niche, but because of the absolute hype and popularity around Dungeons and Dragons nowadays, Baldur's Gate 3 was a guaranteed banger. It was going to be a guaranteed banger. Yeah. All right? Anyone who slept on Baldur's Gate 3 is a fucking idiot.
Bro, you know how many fucking corporate people sleep on banger games at the end of releasing? I know. How many people said that all these other games wouldn't do numbers that ended up doing numbers? They're looking at it from a business perspective, and they got to prepare for the worst. They have to count on things not selling or count on things selling. So if they think that it's not going to sell, that means that they're trying to make sure they save livelihoods and save businesses by counting on something that's not going to sell. So it's not don't that's not an idiotic thing to say. That's a let's prepare for the worst case scenario thing. And because it's niche, don't expect it to sell numbers if it was niche before and wasn't selling.
Yeah, but at the same time though, you have to look at nowadays we have
previous sales.
Yeah, no.
Correct.
But you also have to look at the current state of the fandom, right? We have 2 seasons of Vox Machina, which were one of the best animated shows ever made. You have
that has nothing to do with the game itself.
No, dude, it's D&D. It's D&D. It is the genre. You have to look at the hype around the genre, and the hype around the genre has never been bigger. That's it's still the genre. It's still D&D. I mean, hell, Stranger Things 4 had big D&D in it. I mean, way bigger than even some of the other seasons did. You have Vox Machina, you have Critical Role, you have Dimension 20, all doing incredible numbers. And then on top of that, you just have D&D becoming more mainstream in general, like the actual tabletop game. And then you have, other games like Path of Exile and Pathfinder and those types of games growing in popularity just this past year. So that, and then of course, on top of that, Diablo 4 did numbers, and this was the actual true D&D RPG that everyone was waiting for. Like, God.
Yeah. But based on that logic, there's a lot of games that flop that should have done well. So, you can't really say that.
But still. Baldur's Gate has always performed. Baldur's Gate has always performed well, though. That's the thing.
And you got to think, my man Phil has been a CEO and has been in the game industry for 30 years. He's seen a lot of games flop that were supposed to be good. He's seen a lot of games do good that was supposed to flop. So, you got to respect the man's opinion. You can't. I push back hard on that. Calling him an idiot. That wasn't an idiotic thing.
I don't know. To be fair, there were a handful of L's that were revealed here. I mean, you also got Microsoft expecting a Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen refresh that didn't happen. That just wasn't a thing, and I'm honestly not surprised that it wasn't, because that game still runs amazingly, and we don't need a next gen refresh for that game. It's it would be like doing the, Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man
PS4 a year later
refresh.
On the PS5.
Stop. It was stupid, and no, we didn't need it. I'm glad we didn't get that, because Red Dead Redemption 2 still runs amazingly, and you can still play it on next gen anyway. So it's whatever.
Right.
I don't understand why Microsoft was expecting that. I guess looking at some other games that did get a refresh, I guess you could see it, but honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I think it would have been more likely to get a Red Dead Redemption reboot or revamp than a Red Dead Redemption 2 refresh. But that's just me.
Yeah, but I mean, Red Dead Redemption also runs pretty well on the next gen consoles, which is kind of sad given.
Oh, it does. It does.
Terrible project of the remaster that they've been trying to do, and the first one that you can get over half a price less is running better. But that's a different story.
That is a whole different story.
But no, what else? What else was leaked? What else was within the emails? You said there were other emails.
Well, I mean, all these were emails. I'm talking about some of the L's that were announced or revealed. One thing I found kind of interesting, and I don't know if you can take this as an L or just something weird, but 3/4 of Xbox gamers have a Series S. And that's kind of weird.
No, it's not. I mean,
it's the lower power. It's a lower power digital only Xbox that was stupid cheap, but it also it can't do near the shit that this X can. So I was like,
but you remember everybody praised it in 2021 because it was a cost-effective next-gen console.
It was.
You can't walk that back. That's a flex. That's a flex.
Fair, but having the majority of your gamer base on the lower quality system is kind of I don't know.
This is why I tell you can't follow the numbers. This is why you can't tell out why you can't follow the numbers all the time, because the numbers don't tell the story around it. It was a fucking pandemic and everybody was broke for losing their jobs. Nobody had money for a $500 fucking console. But a $300 next
except
right up everybody's fucking alley.
Except the PS5 is one of the best-selling consoles of all time, so
yeah, but
that console was $500.
Yeah, but it also wasn't around all the time. That's why the Xbox was getting praised.
The Xbox Series X was also out of stock. Both consoles were out of stock. It was just PlayStation getting all the hype around it because it's PlayStation.
Right.
But both consoles saw the same shortage. The only difference is the S didn't have as much of a shortage as the X did, which I guess makes sense why more people bought the S, because it was the only freaking thing available.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, like Xbox handled it the best, man. Of course, Nintendo was non-existent.
No shit.
And then
no shit.
Xbox. But no. So what else? What else did we find out?
Phil Spencer wasn't impressed by the PS5 reveal, apparently.
Ah! Got him!
Which again, like, that's not really that surprising. Of course he wasn't, because he's the head of Xbox.
I respect
so
it.
fucking why
yeah,
would
I respect it.
Again, it doesn't make sense why he wouldn't
be. Because
it's
bullshit.
Well, it's the same system. Literally, the specs are exactly the same. You look at the hardware.
Yeah.
Minuscule ass differences that don't really make a whole bunch of difference. The only difference
also I think
are the services.
I think he knew they lied.
What?
No, I think he knew they lied too. I think he knew they lied because they were trying to flex as hard as Xbox as far as performance and features.
Well,
clearly it was not that, and I think he knew.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
I mean,
like
I said, I'm still happy with my PlayStation 5. I still think it's doing a great job. I haven't had any issues with it. So it's more it's more on the side of like Sony systems and services not being up to par. That's the part that I'm just like, fuck you, Sony. You're kind of fucking up right now. Like, shit. Not happy with your ass right now, but whatever.
And that's the thing. I love the fact that hackers are doing this. I'm hoping it was in a response, just like, how dare you raise our PlayStation prices right before Christmas? We're going to get you. We're going to get you, Sony. And they're just sitting there in a fucking window with their lightning coming down and rain and the darkness. You know, it seems like it would be a whole set. And like, all right, let me get the crew together. You know, but I would wish that one day, like, I just wish, to that point, I wish hackers would do something cool. Just like hack Sony and give everybody a free year of PlayStation Plus. Or like make one really, really cool game just free for everybody to download for like 24 hours.
Exactly.
You know, like do something cool. Like, because every time you do this, you inconvenience regular ass people just trying to do what they want to do. Instead of, at least if you're going to inconvenience us, give us something as a reward for inconveniencing us. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get it.
Thoughtful.
No, 100%, I agree.
Like, so
I definitely agree with you there.
So that's crazy, you know. And the fact that nobody's ever touched Xbox like that. Like, I don't like. I mean, there have been like with these leaks. I feel like these leaks are less like from hacking and more just from like people just leaking shit. You know.
Well, pretty much. They just got access to a buttload of emails, and we're just like. Hey,
from the
guys.
FGC like thing, like the versus FGC. Man, that FGC thing really fucked them because when they revealed, was it they revealed the new Xbox or whatever? Which we talk about it.
I was actually
gonna, Alexa.
I was gonna bring that up right next. Like it was leaked that from a bunch of scans of emails that. One, not only is Xbox getting a refresh console in 2024, it's also going to be a all digital system in 2024, and they're banking on it being they're eyeing it as being a hybrid between the Xbox and the Xbox Cloud. So it's going to be more of like a streaming console or digital only game console. But for the design, it's like a fucking giant black cylinder. And it literally just looks like a big ass Alexa. Like, I don't know who's on Xbox's design team, but they suck. Like, this looks so stupid.
This is also a Sony issue. Sony needs to fire whoever the fuck came up with the design for PlayStation Portal. That shit fucking looks like donkey doo-doo on a hot day cut the garbage.
That's fair. No, I'll give you that 100%. The Portal looks like absolute garbage.
Both of them is fucking up right now. I can't wait to see what the Switch 2 look like Oh,
right.
I can't. If the Switch 2 looks stupid, I'm gonna go to fuck in. Oh my god, because right now all 3 companies are fucking up when it comes to designs. They're getting lazy.
No, they are. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. No, like I'll give you that. I will say though, like this might be a hot take, but I like the design of the PlayStation 5, like the regular PlayStation 5.
I do too.
I like the design of it.
I love it.
It's very
it's
unique.
really sleek.
It's very
cool.
look at me. It's very like it's in your face.
I don't know. It's like
I like
alienish.
It is right,
sleek,
and I like that. It's like I always love those like those prototype things that they come out with randomly, and this one looks like really close to what the prototype was supposed to be. And I'm like, yo,
I don't know why people are complaining about it being so big. It's not that heavy.
It is big. It's not that heavy, but it is big. It's really just the freaking wings. It's just the wings that make it big. If you take the wings off, like I already went to display and I got like the 2 sides, like that, like just keep it like rounded, and I think it does look better. Like I think it does, and it keeps it a little bit more ventilated, which is nice. But I don't know. I don't mind the white at all.
I love it.
I think it looks really.
It's a Switch. I think cool. Black looks so fucking basic because all their other consoles are black or gray, and it's like, are you Batman or are you a fucking console company? Like, Jesus Christ, everything doesn't have to be fucking black.
Like the Xbox Series X looks like a giant modem. Technically, so does the PlayStation 5. If you don't have the wings on it, it does kind of look like a modem.
Also, I'll give it to you for Xbox because Xbox shit looks like
ass. But you know what?
Like the
new Xbox Series X looks like this. So that's literally what it looks like, and that's my Deco Mesh Wi-Fi bit. So that's what it looks like. So now we got just 2 Wi-Fi routers that are actually game systems. So whatever.
I mean, they went from refrigerator to fucking mega dildo. It's like really weird what they're doing. They're doing like basic ass shapes, and it's like the 360 looked really cool. Like
right?
360 was white.
Even the original Xbox. The original Xbox looked dope as hell. It was a giant X on a box that looked fucking lit. Like shit.
Yeah, it
like
was
the 360 looked more reminiscent of the PlayStation 5. You know? Like it had very similar styles. And then the Xbox or the Xbox One looked very similar to the PlayStation 4. Like there's very basic systems. Like the Xbox One was just a rectangle box, and the PS4 was just an oval dome looking thing.
No, the PS4 was like just.
Oh no, the PS4 was like the more angly. Yeah,
it was it was an angled rectangle.
Yeah.
Which was cool, but I like that though. I
did like it too. I did like it too.
It was really cool.
I can't lie. It
so
nice.
Like, and then they had what it's supposed to have like more fluids.
So the new this Xbox Series X refresh is supposed to have updated technologies, deliver 4K Gen 9 console gaming, more internal storage, faster Wi-Fi, reduced power. It'll still be at 500, which is I'm okay with that because it's not technically a pro version. It's still a regular Xbox Series X.
Been really smart. They've been really smart with their pricing this area. Yeah, I would say
they did say they reduced PS2 power by 15%. New low power standby mode is 20% of what the current usage is. 100% recyclable packaging, which is cool. And I love how it says like now adorably all digital. I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. But
but we knew everybody was going to this. Like Sony introduced a only digital version.
They announced a digital only version alongside their regular version. So it's not really that surprising that they would just decide to go all digital for their like standard. We all knew that was coming. Physical game sales have dropped substantially. So I can't even remember last time I bought a digital game.
Don't like them. I mean, it's not like because we don't. It's not that we don't like them. It's just only for convenience and laziness. Like,
oh, it's 100% convenience, dude. It's 100% convenience. Are you kidding me? Like the fact that I can just sit on my ass and buy a game from my chair. Like, And I could just boot it up whenever I want. I could just scroll through my list and just click it, and I'm in the game.
Yeah, I have to just get up and go back in and go back.
And trying to find the right disc to work. It's like, wait, is that on disc 1? Is that on disc 2? I forget. Okay. The one thing that does annoy the shit out of me, but I guess it kind of makes sense, is that you can't play the digital version of the game. Like if you have the next gen version of the game, you can't play it unless that disc is in the console. Like I have the PS5 version of Cyberpunk, but I can't play that unless I have Cyberpunk the disc in the console. I kind of get it because you could technically just download that and then sell the disc and still be able to play the next gen version of the game. So I get it. It's just kind of annoying. Like,
it is.
It's whatever. I don't have that many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 physical games still. And a lot digital.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel more comfortable with my PC not having a disc than my console not having a disc, because I feel like.
Well, I mean, most PCs don't have disc drivers anymore. Like that's they used to. They used to,
but think about it. PCs,
that's a very outdated system now.
But yeah, I mean, gaming PCs went through the same thing where eventually they phased out gaming.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm sure.
But way earlier. They did that way earlier.
Yeah,
but no one batted an eye because I guess our PC is just a little bit more accepted.
I think some people did feel a little bit. They felt a little bit because you still have PC collectors collecting.
Oh sure.
This is so I'm sure there was a group of people that did feel uncomfortable about it, but it was just like, I guess in the grand scheme of things, you don't expect. So, I expect console companies to pull the work from under you. I don't expect that with PC. You know, and any kind of
but I think PC phased it out a lot better than consoles are doing. So
yeah. And then also emulation and what you can do with the PC is a lot more without the disc than you can with the console. So I think it's more important for disc to be on consoles, to be honest. I really think.
I ultimately agree with you there for sure.
I think that.
But we are going to get to a point where it is just all digital, and physical games are not going to be a thing.
Because then what if they start doing these subscription services and it's like, well, you can't play a game, period. Not even just online, but period. Unless you subscribe, and then it's just like, well, but they're digital. You can't emulate things.
My biggest worry with their subscriptions is if the game ever leaves that service, then you're just kind of like, oh well, shit. I guess I have to pay for the game now.
Yeah.
Which I guess
Just then I might as well just get rid of the subscription service and just buy it natively and fucking play it.
Basically, and that's the one thing I do. And off topic, that's one thing I do like about GeForce Now, is that you can buy the game, and then if you're anywhere else that you like, as long as you have the license on Steam or Epic or whatever, or Xbox even, you can still stream that game anywhere you are as long as you have good Wi-Fi. So if you're away from home, you don't have your big ass PC with you, but you have your laptop, you can just stream that game to your laptop and, still game on the go. That's lit. I love that. And you can do it on...
talk about you like that, baby.
You can do that on the Steam Deck too. You can download, I believe you can download GeForce Now on your Steam Deck, and you can stream games to your Steam Deck. And that's lit. That's kind of awesome.
Because the Steam Deck is all powerful, baby. That's all there is to it. No, I mean, that's just funny. I mean, I think that's interesting that they have such a concept. I think it's bold. They've always been bold and really tried to step out and do new things. Yeah. I think they also did we hear that there was going to be some kind of compatible technology, like a new Kinect or a new. I know there's a new controller.
I didn't. Yeah, there's a new controller they announced, which okay, it's a new controller. Who cares? But no, I didn't see anything else for extra services. The rest of the stuff was game drops, which is still really great. Yeah, the one just to finish up that little bit was Microsoft actually considered buying Nintendo, which sounds like a pipe dream. Because Nintendo is money.
Yeah,
but they also
Microsoft has more money than everybody.
They do, but still, like that would be billions of dollars. But they also revealed there's emails also revealed that Microsoft thought about also purchasing Valve and Warner Bros. Games, which I would like. That sounds reasonable, especially Valve, because they only make PC games anyways. But
nope.
No, dude.
Nope.
But imagine it though. If Valve had Microsoft money, we might actually get Half-Life 3. Like
at
that.
What cost? The reason why Valve is doing numbers right now because it gives the average gamer what they want. Fucking freedom. You're not going to get that if you get sucked into the AAA gaming console market, that limited bumbling mess of a thing where they double charge you for internet and then don't even give you a proper game on release. Fuck that shit.
That's fair. The rest of it was, I think the big one that everyone was expecting was, well, we already mentioned about the Red Dead Redemption 2. They thought they were going to get remastered. Nope, didn't happen. Bethesda might be working on an Oblivion remaster, which I have thoughts because cool, but also give us Elder Scrolls 6. What the hell? Stop working on remakes.
Working on it?
They might be working on a remaster for Oblivion. They might be. There's nothing's confirmed or anything because again these are just leaks. But I'd much rather them just put all their time and effort into Elder Scrolls 6. And even though Oblivion is a very, 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 very good game, I want Elder Scrolls 6. Like, give me it. Stop. Just give me 6.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I mean, I wouldn't be so hard on them about this if they weren't just living in the past. I mean, like, they've been re-releasing Skyrim since 2010.
Oh my god, I know. It's as bad. It's worse than GTA 5. Like, goddamn.
Like, it's been, what, 13 years, and they've been releasing this game on everywhere they can. Yeah. It's just like...
They have a tabletop game now. Then. They have a tabletop game, and you can play on your Alexa and your phone. And it's like, fucking stop. I actually love that like that Super Bowl commercial where they like actually like jokingly announced Elder Scrolls 6 Skyrim for Alexa, but then they actually released it on Alexa. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? It's so stupid, but low key kind of a dope ass move. I'm not even gonna lie, like shit. But anyways,
sure,
that's the thing. And then you mentioned something about Doom. I didn't see anything for Doom. But what did they mention? Yeah, did you see that somewhere else?
They're potentially working on a new Doom entry called Doom Year Zero. We don't know much about it.
Is this just going to be a prequel? Are they just going to prequel this? I don't want to.
And also a DLC. And that's
another thing, like, DLC?
No, a DLC with the game.
Oh.
So and that's the thing. Like I'm just like, look. This is my heart and soul here.
Right.
This is my favorite FPS franchise of all time. The OG, the beginning of FPS, period. And y'all done bring it back with a sickness, and it's one of the best FPS ever made. Fuck Call of Duty and fuck Halo. And it is just amazing. And if you ruin it, I will find you. And
I mean,
it
look,
will not be fun.
Honestly, I wouldn't hate a prequel game just because the lore is so damn convoluted. So
I would rather
I would
rather them work on like a new Unreal Tournament or like a new Quake or like a new Quake Champions. Like, you know, something like you done brought back Doom. That's great. Let that chill for a little bit. Doom Eternal's barely been out 3 years. Hasn't even gotten to a full 5 year yet.
True, yeah.
You know, just let
and
that
wasn't
chill.
Doom Eternal designed to be like the last Doom game?
So I really can't say much because I can't say without spoiling things. So I can't.
Dude, it's a 3-year-old game.
I don't care.
I still haven't beat the game. I still haven't beat the game.
Exactly. This is why, for motherfuckers like you, I keep my mouth shut.
But I also just watched this. I watched the gameplay of the entire game, so I know what happens.
There's 2 story-based DLCs after that actually impact the story. So, and it's just like, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to do a new Doom game this soon. Period. It would not make sense at all, because the way they left it, very just. I can't even say. I really can't say. It's like,
nah, I get it.
It would make sense for it to come later, sure, but I think with the way they left the story, it needs to.
People need to just chill with it for a little bit. No, I get that.
And just even analyze everything, because there was a lot of lore in that fucking game. Find all the lore texts, get the whole story, get everything, sync with that for a second, and then come back to it. And then they can focus on Quake or Quake Champions, or even work with Epic to do a new Unreal.
I do feel like in Eternal, they missed a really good opportunity at the end for the end to be a little bit more personal and heavy, but that's a whole other conversation for another time.
Are you talking about the DLC, or are you talking about the base game?
No, base game.
Oh no, yeah. So they do make that up in the DLC.
Okay.
It's Ancient Gods. Sorry, last part of the tangent. Ancient Gods 1 and 2 are some of the most. It actually feels the nuts. Most FPS DLCs feel ass. They feel just thrown in. They feel just locked on. This felt necessary. It felt like a true addition to the story.
Because it's a single player game. It's a single player game with a really good story. So no shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's man, this is how our FPS DLC should be.
I get it.
With the quality and the heart. But anyway, so I don't know how to feel about that. And they said it's what, 2023, fiscal year 2023. 2024? No, too soon.
It's not going to come out in 2023. We already know that.
Yeah,
Unless they shadow drop it, which no, of course they're not going to do that.
And then you already touched on the Fallout 3 remaster. They thought that they
would Fallout 3 remaster.
Yeah, so that was another thing that they're another project in the work.
No,
was a Fallout 3 remaster.
Don't give us a Fallout 3 remaster. Just make a better Fallout 5.
Fallout never really connected with me. I tried multiple times, and I remember borrowing Fallout 3 on PS3 from my friend in high school, and I was like, yo, man, everybody's talking good shit about this game. Mind if I borrow it? And I literally couldn't make it past
because I told you exactly why you could. I told you exactly why you couldn't. Because you were an idiot. This shit never really connected with me, so I was just like, nah,
fuck this game.
I don't feel like you're that into big RPGs like that either.
No, it's more just I guess the sim games where it's just the survival. It was like
an RPG.
Starting out, it was like a survival sim.
Kind of. No, it really wasn't though. It only is like that in the first couple hours until you get to your first town and start doing shit, because then get armor.
Was it maybe because there are plenty of other people that also could not get past the first phase of the game and just quit. So I know it's
because so many people went off and started doing random shit in a game that is slightly unforgiving in certain areas, especially 3. 4 not so much, but 3, yeah. It literally guides you to where you should go to start off the game. And if you don't follow that guide, that's your fault. The first place you go in Fallout 3 is Megaton. And then there you get your armor, get your weapons, learn more about the game, learn more about the area and everything. And then from there you can go off and do random shit. You can also nuke an entire town in that game. So there's that.
Watch the fan.
Could you? I don't know. I just kept dying every time I walked outside the vault. So
you have an option. You have an option to nuke Megaton or save it. Along with Fallout 3 and Elder Scrolls 4, they also a sequel to Doom Eternal. They also said that there might be sequels to Ghostwire Tokyo and Dishonored 3. both of which I would welcome because, yes, 100%. Work on other IPs. Work on other IPs. I didn't finish Ghostwire Tokyo just because it got a little bit too repetitive for my liking. It was just like the whole game is the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. There's not enough variety for me.
That's why it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's got a sweet heartwarming.
Well, to be fair, I also like. I feel like I spent too much time in the game and was trying to do too much because it's not that long of a game. And I was just playing it like an RPG where I'm trying to get everything and do everything in the game when I should just, cut right to the chase and kill the story and do a couple side stories here and there. But
combat was just really...
The combat's really good, but it's like the same thing for everyone. There's not a whole lot of variety in it, it's just for me it got a little bit just too repetitive. I was like, okay, I'm good on this. But Dishonored, man, Dishonored 1 and 2 were both amazing. I would love a Dishonored 3.
I beat 1. I have not played 2 yet. I think I have.
2 is very fun. 2 is very fun because you can choose between Corvo or his daughter, and that's lit. Because his daughter is not so much stealth based. She's an absolute badass. Like, she's so aggressive, it's not even funny. Like, you can be stealthy, but her moves, like all of her other moves, her non-stealth moves, are definitely geared towards just being aggressive as shit. Way more than Corvo was. Corvo was always geared towards stealth. Her daughter's always geared towards let's murder everyone. And I'm like, yeah. It's like, fuck yeah. And her stuff gets dark. Like, you turn into like a Cthulhu-ass being almost. Like an eldritch being. Fuck, it's so cool. Man, it's dope.
So
the second game is so much fun.
I would definitely be really excited. I will play the second one eventually.
Yeah.
Especially now that it's on PC, so it's fine. And I think Sony's got some good stuff in the works,
You mean Xbox?
And they already said that. What did I say? Sony. Oh, well, I think Xbox got a lot of good stuff in the works.
They do. Yeah, I think
they've been saying this since the Xbox reveal. I remember there were some games that they showed back then that I still haven't heard of that I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I can't wait to see what they do. I don't think they're going to waste. I don't think they're wasting this era at all. I think they're just playing the long game, and I think they're doing it a lot better this era than they were the last era.
Oh, 100%. They're building it back up. Base. They're giving players more games, more content, better services, putting more money into xCloud, which I think is a really, really good idea. And just that kind of thing. Before we close out, I have a question to throw out to you, Jules, and everyone else. Do you think that all these emails were actually leaked, or do you think Microsoft allowed them to be leaked?
I mean, I don't know. This all was under the guise of the FGC, arrangement of trying to block Microsoft, and they had to go through all their personal emails and stuff. So, I mean, and of course they have to not that they have to, but of course they disclosed it online, what was going on with the whole thing. So,
yeah, they did.
I mean, you never really know. I think that I think it was genuinely leaked just because of what's going on, and that would make it plausible.
True.
But I also think that it's interesting that Microsoft they're not trying to get ahead of Sony, but trying to do what Sony does. They're trying to do their own thing. They're not coming out with handheld.
No, they're coming out with their own. They're coming out with their own thing. They're trying to just they're trying to stay in their lane and do it really, really well. And I applaud them for that.
They're doing smart delivery. Like you do not pay for upgrades, and they're treating it like it's a PC, which they damn well should be.
I mean, they're Microsoft, so no shit.
And it's just like, if anything, Sony should be taking a lot of notes. If Sony took notes from Xbox, they would be ahead instead of fucking almost dragging themselves down.
Yeah, no. Who knows what the hell's going on with Sony? I mean, first they raise all their prices on everything, and then they get hacked, which I'm sure was an act of revenge by some angry person. But I mean, I didn't mention this before, and I apologize. But the organization behind the hack apparently comes out of Ukraine and Russia. Apparently, they've done this kind of thing before. So yeah, there's that.
It might be remnants of the Lizard Squad or their children. Who knows?
Shit, right? But anyways, guys, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about Sony getting hacked? Did you get affected by the hack? Let us know in the comments. We would like to know how far-reaching this hack really was, if it hit PlayStation at all. So let us know if you were affected by it. Highly recommend changing your information if you can, or just at least just, you know, protecting it a little bit more. Also, let us know what you think about all of the Microsoft leaks that came out, including the game announcements, like a new console, all that jazz. Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section below. We appreciate you guys for coming over to us, hanging out with us, checking out our video, and engaging with us. We love you guys. So thank you. Just thank you guys. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, haven't subscribed yet, a lot of you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notified whenever these videos go live. And of course, check out our podcast over on Spotify. Exclusive videos podcast on Spotify, so check that out every single Monday. Completely original video from this. I don't know if you'll get one next week, but you'll get one the week after. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Jules, thanks so much for coming on and hanging out. Guys, see you Monday, possibly. Definitely see you next Friday. Stay excellent. We'll see you later. Peace.